Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Lucky Dog Sim Racing takes to Chicagoland with the Gen 6 cars. This is going to be a very exciting night here tonight. Under the lights, folks. I think, I can't remember if I've ever broadcasted a race at Chicagoland at night, Dwayne. That's kind of odd, you know?
Yeah, it's not done often, but man, I've been out there, and I tell you what, it's a blast to go around here.
We got a lot to get to here, but hold on one second. I'm trying to finish up. I had to restart my overlays for some reason. Right now, Paul Witt is at the top of the leaderboard, so very cool, very cool. All right, let's take a look at the race analytics coming into tonight. 64-degree air temperature, 66-degree track temperature. We're running 100 laps, so that's 150 miles. Tire window about 45 to 55 laps. And Dwayne, you said about 40 to 50 on the fuel, huh?
About 40 to 55, just like the tire window. So
okay,
it's going to be pretty much run it dry, come in and get tires. And these guys only have 4 sets tonight, so tire selection is going to be critical.
All right, very cool. And 50-mile-an-hour speed limit down pit road. All right, let's take a look at the points coming into tonight. Excuse me. Paul Witt picking up 2 positions. He goes into the top spot there. Gary Slapinski picks up 5 positions, only 3 points back. Michael Pegg dropped 1. He is 4 points behind. Dave Acacia, he picks up 1 position. He is 7 back. Jeff Gilmore drops 4 positions. He is back to 5th place now, 16 points back. John Held picks up a position. He is 17 behind in 6th. Jacob Edson dropped to 7th, 4 positions he drops. He is 18 points back. John Schooneman picks up 4 positions. He goes into 8th. He is 40 points behind. John Henderson in 9th now. John picked up 1 position, and now he is 43 back. And Gary Whitmer rounds out the 10th spot. He picked up 3 positions, moved into 10th, and he is 48 points behind the leader right now. Dwayne?
Got a tie for 11th between Sandy Curtis and Joel Guy. Sandy Curtis moving up 3 spots. Joel Guy staying in 11th. They're both 49 points behind the leader. Robert DuPont in 13th, 7 back. He dropped 7 spots after missing last week's race. 51 points behind the lead. Everett Lane up 1 in 14th, 53 back. Thomas Holder down 6 positions to 15th, 66 back. Brian Rainville still in 16th, 83 behind. Ray Zerkut up to 17th, 92 back. Jared Daniels, last week's big mover, 10 positions up to 18th, 95 points behind the lead. Chris Hogue up 1 spot to 19th, 100 points back. And Calvin Miller up 5 spots, rounding out the top 20, 104 behind the lead.
All right, very good, very good. Yeah, I figured there was going to be a lot of point changes after last week. Just there were some people there that weren't there that were supposed to be there. So with 4 races out of the way now, and some of these guys have only been there for 3. Points have changed quite a bit for a lot of drivers, so it's pretty cool. Well, let's see. Who can we talk to real quick here before we...
Sure. I'm all get involved in this pit party, Rudy.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to talk to... I think I'll talk to... Let me see what Chris Hogue's got going on here. Chris Hogue, you got a copy?
Sure do, Rudy. Go ahead.
Well, tell me what you're feeling out there. You got that new wheel and stuff. How's everything going for you?
Everything's going great so far. I've been getting some pointers from Michael, helping me get this wheel dialed in, and it's feeling good.
Very good, very good. That's what we like to hear. So what's the track feeling like? I'm hearing reports that if you're by yourself, the car feels pretty good, but when you're in a pack, it's pretty hang on for your dear life.
Yeah, when you are in traffic, it is definitely loose, Rudy. You have to really be on your toes.
Oh, that's good. So you think maybe that new wheel might be a big plus for you tonight then, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you go and wish you the best of luck tonight. I hope you have a good night. That ain't going to be too well, is it there? Good luck. Oh, man, he just piled
That
it up.
didn't last long.
Nope. I seen him getting loose there, and I thought, oh, boy, it ain't too good. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. Hey, Brendan, how you doing? I know that we got some, let's see, the sponsors don't turn in. They might tune in tonight. I'm not sure. But we'll see how it goes here. Uh-oh, another one into the wall. Doggone. All right, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay with us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, we are back. Not sure if I... Yeah, waiting on first times to come in. So far, John held top of the leaderboard. I'll tell you, John's been having some pretty good times this season. They may not hold up for very long, but he does put down some pretty good times there. There's Michael Pegg. Where did he come in? Fourth on the board for his first lap.
They do get 2 laps here for qualifying.
Yeah, cool. I see Conehead sitting on pit road just playing that mind game with everybody right now. He does that. They wire just enough time to get 2 laps down and just smoke the field. Schoeneman to the top of the board.
Well, if he's going to get 2 laps in, he's got to be on the track in the next 10 seconds.
Well, he's out there. See, Ray Zercut lays down, I think that was his second lap. He gets bumped up to 5th. Paul Witt to the top of the leaderboard. Conehead on the backstretch here, coming into turn 3 now. And I think he's already done his warm-up lap. Now, this might be the warm-up lap. I'm sorry. No, he's taking it down on the bottom, so let's see if that... Okay, that put him to 9th. Okay. He's got 1 more lap to go. Jared Daniels, 10th on the board. Oh, Jared just went to 2nd. Very nice. Nice lap for Jared Daniels. 4 1,000ths of a second off of Paul Witt. And Conehead goes to 5th. Well, they were saying, Conehead said he wasn't very good at this track. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes for him. They were saying that this is Michael Pegg's track here this week, so maybe Michael can pull out a win here. I don't know.
I don't know, Rudy. I think our pole sitter is going to have a little something to say about, or our points leader going to have a little something to say about that.
I know. Paul has been, since he got that championship last year, has been just, wow. You talk about a shot in the arm for a guy. Right there it is, man. That guy has come out this season and just really done well. Look at that. Moved right to the top of the points. All right, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying.
And to tell you how tight it's going to be, Rudy, our top 10 qualifiers are all within a 1/10 of a second of each other.
Oh, God. Isn't that something? All right, let's go. Top of the field here, Paul Witt taking the pole with a 30.027. 3 1,000ths of a second over Jared Daniels, excuse me. Jared Daniels will start on the outside of the front row. In row number 2, John Schoeneman starting 3rd. John held 4th. In row number 3, Conehead starting 5th. Michael Pegg 6th. In row number 4, Ray Zercut will start 7th, Everett Lane 8th. In row 5, Tristan Underwood 9th, and Jeff Gilmore rounds out the top 10. Dwayne?
Starting in row 6, Jacob Edson will roll off 11th. Gasman Frank G will roll off 12th. In row 7, Dave Acacia 13th, and Dirty Don Davis in 14th. Row 8 will be Brian Rainville starting on the outside in 16th. Row 9 will be Gary Whitmer Sr. rolling off 17th, John Henderson 18th, and rounding out the field in row 10 will be Chris Hogue in 19th position.
All right, so we will have 18 cars starting here tonight. Dwayne won't be starting.
No. As much as I'd love to, I won't take it away from these guys.
I'd love to see you out there racing with them guys. Like I said, I left it up to you.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be a lot of fun. This is a great track. I was having fun out there in practice, but I'll leave the points to these guys.
Yep. Well, I think real quick here, let's get a word in with Paul Witt. Paul, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on the pole. Man, I'll tell you what, it ain't taking you no time to march right to the top of the leaderboard on the points. Picking up right where you left off last season, huh?
Yeah, actually been rolling pretty good.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Well, I'm hearing reports that the car's a little loose in traffic. How are you going to be able to deal with that? Get out ahead of them and stay ahead of them?
Front and stay there.
Good idea. Good
That's
idea.
the plan.
Yep. All right, buddy.
I noticed that in practice, Rudy. I was like, oh, man, you're going to need some clean air in front of you all night.
Yeah, it was a good thing you took the pole position then.
No, man. We're all pretty close up here, man. So
yeah,
it should be a good one tonight.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Paul Witt.
And I believe, Rudy, that Brian Rainville may be the admin for tonight. He's in the session, but he's not out on the track.
Okay. I haven't seen him in chat or anything either, so hard to say. Well, usually, yeah, because usually Brian Pierce is, but I don't see Brian even in the session. I know he said he wasn't feeling good, but here we go, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. We're ready to go racing. Pace cars off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out. We're underway from Chicagoland.
And as you heard him say, he's got to get out in front. But right now, Jared Daniels is giving him a tough time. Close call right there. Holy smokes, they're all over the place.
Really where you want to be. From about the middle lane up is the fastest way around. Down at the bottom,
oh man,
it's not. Whoa, and Paul Witt's loose.
Oh no!
Spinning.
Oh, into the fence. Oh,
no caution.
And boy, no caution. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. Conehead taken out on that too, but oh my goodness. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here, folks. Paul Witt got extremely loose. We're just talking about that too. I don't think he made any contact with anybody.
No, he was all by himself.
Right there.
Sliding up the track, just come around on him. Conehead tried to avoid him, but in trying to save it, Witt just come right back up the track.
A lot of we've got about 3 or 4 of them wrapped up into that. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Chris Hogue had just kind of solidified that one. He ran right into the back of Conehead. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and John Held also got some severe damage out of that as well. So several guys having to use their resets early.
Wow, man. Well, I don't know if it would do any good to talk to Paul about that or just let it.
I will let you decide.
I think we'll let sleeping dogs lie. Right? How about that?
I think so too.
He's probably a little upset right now because he's, I mean, you're on brand new tires. Haven't given the tires time enough to warm up yet. You're in that traffic. Like he said, You got to get out there and get in that clean air, and he never got a chance to. Jared started on the outside of that front row, and Jared just had the line. Dang, that's too bad. Well, hopefully them guys can come down pit road and looks like they are coming in. Some of them are. And get a reset on them cars. Not something you want to use. How many times do we see that where guys are actually, early like that, and they wind up using their resets early. And then coming down to the end of the race, man, they're tiptoeing around here to make sure they don't get damaged.
Yeah, now the good news for Paul, he's got a fast car. He's going to get a brand new car.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to work his way back up to the front. He's going to have to show some patience, especially in that traffic. And I'll be honest, I think the outside line is really where you want to be tonight.
Sure.
Because on the outside line, you can pinch a guy down, and he's either going to take both of you out or let off the gas to keep off you.
Right.
So it's... And right now where Jared Daniels is running, just that one groove off of the bottom is really the sweet spot for this track. If you can hold your car right there through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 all the way around, you're going to be fast here.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Schoeneman second. Tristan Underwood now moves up to third. Ray Zerkat fourth, and Michael Pegg fifth. Oh, it did kind of shake it up a little bit. Paul Witt is back out on the track, but he'll be restarting from 10th place. Conehead will be restarting from 14th. And then Chris Hogue is on pit road. Looks like he is, I don't know, it was like he didn't even try to avoid that hitting Conehead or something. I don't know. He just like drove into the back of him. But I know he's getting used to the new wheel and everything, but the pedals, I think the pedals worked okay. And I think there is a brake pedal on that. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure. But probably 99% positive there is a brake pedal on them. Looks like Chris already took his car behind the wall. Wow.
Yeah, well, I went back and watched it, Rudy. He was on the brake. He actually ran into the back of Gary Whitmer, and that shot him out into the wall and slid him into Conehead.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he was trying to avoid it. He looked more like a ping pong ball or a pinball out there, just bouncing around all over everything. But he is actually rejoining the race here. So.
Oh, okay, good. So I'm wondering if Jared's going to pick the outside or inside, because he did so well on the outside.
Well, it looks like he's going to elect the inside here. And that's going to give Schoeneman the advantage. I think he's going to regret that decision in the long run here.
Right.
But unless he gets a good jump. Now, remember, if he goes before the pace car and catches these guys sleeping, he'll be okay. Yep. Gary Daniels currently scored as the race leader. John Schoeneman second. Tristan Underwood in third. Ray Zerkat fourth. Michael Pegg fifth. Jacob Edson sixth. Everett Lane seventh. Frank Remuglia eighth. Jeff Gilmore ninth. And Paul Witt will be restarting 10th. That is one good thing about a short field, Rudy, as a pace car ducks off. Not as many cars to pass when you mess up.
Right.
Green is out. We're back underway from Chicagoland.
Well, Jared did get a pretty good launch off the line, but I don't know. So did Schoeneman. It's not going to be enough, though. I think Jared's got it. He can come up now.
He cleared him. Yeah, he will come up the track and take that line.
Tristan Underwood. He moves into third. Michael Pegg coming up through. It looks like Ray Zerkat going to the back.
Yeah, he looked really uncomfortable in that outside liner. He was really loose. He chased the car up the track, kept it off the wall. But I think until those tires get a little more heat in them, Ray's going to be having a little hard time of it.
Oh, yeah. Tristan Underwood following Michael Pegg up through. Tristan started 9th. He's up to 4th. Doing good. Oh, man, Michael got really loose right there.
Yes, he did. Good save.
Wow, man. Oh, man, he's going to lose a couple of spots just because of that, but yay.
And I'm a little concerned right now for our leader. He hasn't lifted yet. And while you can get away with that for 10, 15 laps,
Right.
over time, that's going to catch up to him. And right now, he's just out there burning this tire. It's the right rear tire that goes. And when it gets too low, that car, it doesn't matter if you're in traffic or by yourself, it gets loose. And it's all you can do to hang on. I can tell you that from experience.
Oh, yeah. Well, Peg got it going again. He's back up to 3rd. He just had a little scary moment there in that traffic, and boy, that car just decided it was not going to go around there without sliding. Jacob Edson taking a look inside Tristan Underwood, and looks like he yes, he is going to get that position. Paul Witt working his way back toward the front, started on the pole. And boy, I'll tell you, he's in that pack again, right where he got loose, and Schoenemann.
Oh, and they're wrecking below him. They're in the grass.
Oh.
The yellow flag is out.
Yep. Caution. Look out. Oh, somebody went for a wild ride.
Oh, my gosh. Cone Man's going to be involved in that again. Or Conehead, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Let's go back and take a look at this. I think it started with Schoenemann.
Yeah, well, Schoenemann gets loose and goes high, but it's kind of a scramble there, and Tristan Underwood gets loose.
Right.
And Everett Lane slides up into him.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And that was just a chain reaction. Those two go flying through, and then just chain reaction there. Slapinski goes off of Gramuglia's bumper into that outside retaining wall, and that's the one that brought out the caution there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. And John Held just had nowhere to go as he plowed. They were 3 wide, and he was in the middle, and he just had nowhere to go. Plow Slapinski, who goes for a wild ride.
Well, I think it's time we get a word in with Gary to find out what's going on here. He is on pit road again, but Gary Slapinski, do you have a copy? Gary Slapinski. Got nothing.
Got it.
There you go. Wow, is that your second reset used already?
Already.
Oh my gosh, now what?
Both accidents. Nothing by doing. Just trying to stay out of the way.
Oh my gosh, so now you're going to have to tiptoe around here for the next 80 laps, huh?
Yep. And so I use a set of tires too somehow. I unchecked it, but it used the right side, but not a left side. That made a whole lot of sense. I unchecked.
Wow. Yeah, that is weird. So, yeah, that was just bad position right there where, and it looked like you and Frank G got together. But they're saying the car's really loose when you're in the pack like that. How do you account for that? I mean, how do you compensate for that?
I'm at 8-1. Kind of keeps it still. Kind of helps me. But I don't know what they're doing. I can see they're all over the place, but I'm going to say that's the reason why. It's hitting the racetrack some. It's a little hitting the racetrack, throwing up the hill.
I mean, the very first thing there, we seen Paul Witt get it extremely loose right in the pack there, and that really kind of set the tone for the race right there. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah, they sure are.
Man, oh man. So, all right. Well, we'll let you go and wish you the best of luck now, Gary, because, man, it's going to be an uphill climb from here.
Yeah, I got to be careful. Like you said, I got to tiptoe and be careful.
Yep. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ay, ay, ay.
And he's not the only one in that situation. John Held also was involved in both accidents. He's going to be out of resets. Good news for Chris Hogue, though. He was the waiver round, so he gets one of the 3 laps that he lost back. He's now 2 laps down and in 17th.
Yep. Interesting. Go up to the 44 and I have to get 3 wisdom teeth pulled. Oh my gosh. Brandon. Wow. Braden Keys says, I am gonna go to the 44 and I have to get 3 wisdom teeth pulled. Okay, what's the 44?
Ouch.
What's the 44?
I don't know. Jacob Edson.
Yeah. True. And Chad Lane's in there. So, yeah, he's rooting for his dad there, Everett. And Everett, he got caught up into that one, Chad. He's back in 15th now. Dang, these guys are going to have to start being a little more careful, I think, out here.
Yeah, and it's hard to do because you have a car. The car is deceivingly easy to drive. Yep. Meaning, like I said, you can flat-foot it around here if you're by yourself and not in traffic. But it has a tendency to lull you into a false sense of security with that because you're like, oh, wow, this is really comfortable. And then before you realize it, you're having to save it. And when it jumps out like that, well, we've seen the results twice now.
Well, here we go. Going to be restarting on lap 17 out of 100.
Michael Pegg will be starting on that outside line. Pace cars off.
Could be good for him.
Green is in the air. We'll try again. And I think Daniels is going to have a little bit tougher time getting by Pegg on that outside line here. Pegg has the advantage. There he goes. He will get away. Paul Witt following him back to second place.
And Michael Pegg's going to lead his first lap of the race. Bonus point. And I think what he needs to do is he needs to do exactly what Paul Witt said that he was going to do, was get away from everybody. And boy, if he can, boy, that could be good for him. But Jared Daniels is right there, and Jared's not going to leave him. He is going to stay with him at every cost. Guys have been out here 18 laps already. They went through all the cautions, so it could be, the tires cooling down and heating up and cooling down and heating up. I don't know if that's going to play any factor in how they're going to feel out here.
Yeah, and you can tell that guys like Paul Witt, who've already made a pit stop, did not take tires. Right. If they had, they'd be much faster than the guys they're racing right now.
Right.
Because tires make a huge difference here. 10 lap tires is about half a second or slower than fresh tires. So keep an eye on pit road when we start making green flag stops.
Yeah, watch now. Here comes Conehead. He's got fresher tires than anybody out here. So, except for the back of the field.
And remember, he took right sides only, so he's got 2 tires, but they're making a heck of a difference right now as he's just even back and forth through the pack.
Yes, sir.
And
So
right sides, if you're going to change tires, those are the ones you want to change because the right rear is the one that wears out here.
Boy, Michael is chasing a very loose car right now. You watch it. The back end wanted to come right out from underneath him there coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, and that's a product of Jared Daniels being on his bumper.
Right.
I had a couple of guys get on my bumper in practice, and I had to save it going as it got loose. So you don't have to bump them. You can get a guy loose just by getting right on his bumper.
Yeah, look at this. I'm watching right now. Jared's going underneath him, and boy, he can't hold on to it. But Michael did a much better lap that time coming out of turn 2. He wasn't as loose, so good job.
Lipinski up to 4th, looking for more.
Yes, sir. Got near full of Jacob Edson, and he is coming up beside teammate there, Paul Witt.
Those fresh tires prevailing here as the top 8 have pulled away.
Yep. Well, he gets a good run coming out of turn 2 and holds off Conehead for right now. Oh, man. Wow. You can see him chasing that car. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, I don't know if I'd like that. Running right on the edge. I don't know if I'd like that.
And all 8 cars in the top 8 right now in the running order are not lifting. The guys who are a little further back, they're lifting through the corner. While they're not as fast, they are saving their tires. So if we get a long run here, look for those guys to be able to run this front pack down and pass them.
Jeff Gilmore coming from 10th up to 6th. And Peg still trying to hold off Jared Daniels up front as Conehead takes another look inside Paul Witt. That would be for 3rd if he can complete the pass on him.
He's not going to be able to, and there's 2 reasons why. That outside line just has so much. You get such a run off of that outside line. Plus, he's got the draft. You've got to have draft help here on the straightaways.
Boy, I'll tell you, Paul was so loose going into 3 and out of 4 right there. I don't know how he held on to it. I think Cone Man's going to get him right here somewhere.
Not quite. There's that run off 2. Like I'm saying, that outside line. You have to use on the inside line, especially through 1 and 2. It's such a tight turn. If you're on the bottom line, you have to use the whole track from the bottom all the way out to the wall coming off the corner.
Oh, man, Paul got loose.
And he did. And now he's on the bottom. And so he's going to get by him.
Yep, Jacob Edson gets by, and here comes Jeff Gilmore. He's going to pass up. I think he might be able to get by Paul Witt, too. So
yeah, he's got that outside line.
Hopefully Paul learned a little something on that. Boy, it's just not that time to get out there. Maybe if he had fresher tires, it might be good. But right now, with 23 laps on the tires, not a good time. Peg just can't shake Jared Daniels at all.
And I've been watching this battle up front. They've been trying to find different lines to be able to get away. Michael Pegg's been running high, running low. Daniels has been trying the opposite lanes, trying to get a run on him. But with the way these cars are drafting wise and the way this setup is where you can just flat foot it, it's going to be really hard to get away.
Oh boy, yeah. Look at Peg's going clear up against the wall now.
And he's still going to maintain the advantage coming off of the corner. And that's one thing I always liked about this track, Rudy. The straightaways, front and back stretch, they're not straight. You're actually turning the wheel left the entire time you're on this track.
I have noticed that myself. Yes.
And here we go, 3 wide for the lead.
Oh my gosh. It looks pretty busy up here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've noticed that about. There's another track like that. I'm trying to think. There's another track like that you never really quit turning.
I think it's Iowa.
Yeah, but I'm talking like a 1.5 track. I can't remember what. I'll have to think about that. It's not Vegas. I don't know. There's another one though that's similar like that. Yeah, it's more of an oval than it is a D-shaped oval.
Right.
You know, that's what's funny about it. Paul Witt back up to 4th. He finally, I don't know, he must have figured out something. Holy smokes, he came back to life.
And if you notice, Lipinski being stuck on that inside line, he's lost several positions.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone back to 6th now.
But one thing I've noticed about these top 8, Rudy, there's no space between them. They're all in a pack on top of each other.
Exactly.
Oh, contact. Oh, Jared Daniels hard in the wall.
No. Oh, my gosh. Who did he hit?
Paul Witt.
Oh, no, not again. Let's go back and take a look here. Well, now. All right, you want to be like that? We'll just stop you then. I clicked it on Jared Daniels and it went to Ray Zercut. How's that work?
I don't know.
Jeez. Okay, here we go. Jared Daniels.
And they're going down into turn 3. It looks like was a little bit of net code involved in that as well.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh, yes, I see that now. Oh, and he got into Conehead again.
Yeah,
Conehead's done.
He had nowhere to go. Yeah, he's already taken his car behind the wall.
Yep.
That's tough break for
gosh.
Slavinsky.
Unbelievable. And he just totally disconnected from TeamSpeak and everything. Golly, man. He's probably not a happy camper right now.
Yeah,
Jared Daniels sitting on pit road.
He's taking it behind the wall as well, Rudy.
Oh, man. All right, everybody is on pit road.
2 fast cars out of the race.
Unbelievable.
And Paul Witt missed his pit box.
I see that. Yeah, he was hoping we didn't catch that, but sorry, Paul, we caught it, buddy.
Peg's going to win the race off pit road.
Yep. Well, I think it's time we get a word in with Michael Pegg here and find out what's going on, if I can get him up here. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
There he
Always.
is.
Michael Pegg, Dwayne in the booth. Copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've led, you've been in the pack. Where would you prefer to be?
9.
A what?
A lap 99.
Yeah, well, we've seen some guys. We've seen a couple of fast cars already out of the race, just getting loose, getting in accidents that really weren't their own fault. What do you got to do to not only stay up front, but stay out of the incidents and keep all 4 tires from coming around on you?
Just run a nice slow.
You're cutting out, Michael.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it here. The tires will heat up on you. It's really tough in 1 and 2.
Yeah, now we've seen it. The trouble spots seem to be coming out of 2 and coming out of 4. What can guys do to try to keep from having so many issues there? We've seen just really getting loose, and is it just a matter of lifting, or what do you think they gotta
just
do?
lifting, rolling through. Yeah, just rolling through until you're out of the corner, and then just gradually let back down into it. Yeah, if you're off the throttle, it'll just roll right through.
All right, well, good luck out there, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
Yeah, I hope so too. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, very good. Well, Paul Witt starting 2nd, Jeff Gilmore 3rd, Jacob Edson 4th, Ray Zercut 5th, Ava Casey 6th, Tristan Underwood 7th, John Schoeneman 8th, Gasman will start in 9th, and Everett Lane rounds out the top 10. Gary Whitmer Sr. 11th, John Henderson 12th, Dirty Don Davis 13th, John Held 14th, and Chris Hogue still out there, but he's picked up a couple spots now. He's up to 15th, still 3 laps down though. Hey, Shane Gross. How you doing? Singular. Well, no, Atlanta's really not like that. Atlanta's kind of straight down the backstretch. Yeah, Atlanta's straight. It's like Charlotte. I'll think of it. Well, I know the Nashville Super Speedway is like that.
Yeah,
it's kind of
that might be the one
ovalish.
you're thinking of.
Yeah, but it was still another one I was thinking of. But well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I know it's not Atlanta though. Atlanta's got the backstretch at Atlanta's straight.
Yeah.
I know because that's my favorite track. I've put a lot of laps on that track. I never really cared for Chicagoland. I was never good here.
It's all about where you let out in the corner normally. I know it's different with this track or this setup as the pace car ducks off. Green flag's out. We're back underway. But yeah, the setup here tonight, it's more like running a super speedway because you can just flat foot it all the way around. You never have to lift.
Right.
But that's not the normal here for Chicago. Normally you're lifting going into the corners and just kind of making sure you hit your marks. But tell you what, this has been an interesting race so far.
Well, Paul Witt's out front. Well, he was. Michael Pegg, I think it's going to hold him up this time, but I'll tell you what, Paul does have the line right now.
Yeah, he's got the line, but I'm noticing he's a lot more loose than anybody else out there right now, and he's not able to take advantage because he's just saving that race car every single turn.
But what do you think about what Gary said about, having the steering ratio 8-1? Would you think maybe Paul Witt does not? Maybe he's got his like 12-1.
Well, when it comes to steering
ratio,
when it comes to steering ratio, it's more of a personal preference, really. It's what feels most comfortable to you. Like for me, when I was out there in practice, I was running 16-1, and I was still loose. So it just depends on what feels comfortable to you. Some guys like and it also depends on your racing wheel as well.
Wow.
Look out.
Yeah, Church and Underwood got pushed up the hill there by Dave Acacia. Acacia with that new paint job, he's out here beating and banging on guys, coming from 13th to 5th.
Yeah, and this is a big pack of cars right here.
Yeah, it is.
And that's a battle from 6th back to 11th.
Yep, Everett Lane and Gasman in there. John Henderson. John coming from 18th. Oh, wow. Close call right there.
Yes, sir. And that's where the majority of the racing is right now. The front four pretty much nose to tail.
Man. Dirty Don Davis off the pace a little bit. And John Held now back back
car
to
in the wall.
Oh. Razor, yeah. Oh, he took it behind the wall already? Yep. He took it behind the wall that quick.
Wow.
Alt F4 right out, man. Gone. So he didn't bring out a caution. Dang.
And he definitely would have had he not exited just there because his car was bouncing off the wall. And this is going to be a race of attrition tonight for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're coming up on the halfway mark. And taking a look at the cautions we've had here tonight. 3 cautions so far. Man, we've had a lot of guys tore up. Man, some great racers out of the race here tonight. Ray Zurkut, Jared Daniels, and Conehead all out of the race. That's a total shame right there.
And we're about 10 laps away, Rudy, from everybody being able to make it on one stop.
Shane, I guess they're running Friday night. They're running Indianapolis, and from what I understand, they had practice last night, and boy, the setup was horrible. So I don't know. They're working on a different one or something. They may use the fixed setup, from what I understand. I talked to Michael this morning, and he was telling me about it. He said, man, it was just horrible.
Everett Lane gets by Dave Acacia, put him up to 5th.
That's a good battle between them two as well.
Yeah, Frank Ramuglia looking to get involved as well. Goes to the low side.
So Acacia goes back. Yeah. Acacia back to 7th.
And now we're getting to the point of the run where the tires are starting to equalize.
Yep.
You're not getting as many runs through the draft, and you're really banking on the guy in front of you making a mistake so you can get a run on him. That's really how you're going to pass now.
Well, I think we ought to do a little crank it up here before we get going too much further. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're back, folks. Sorry about my overlays got jammed up again. I don't know what's going on with it, but restarting them here. They've been doing that a lot lately, and I don't know why. Maybe there's an update. Maybe I need to go check and see if there might be an update for them. But anyhow, back up front, Michael Pegg still continuing to lead. We've had 3 cautions so far, if you're just joining us. Well, yeah. Well, from what I understand, Shane, they tried to. You should have come in. You should have come in last night and practiced with them guys. They had a practice room up. But anyhow, they said, I guess from what Michael said, they tried to fix that up and it worked fine. A lot better than the one that they had Keegan build. Paul Witt still hanging on a 2nd. Jeffrey Gilmore 3rd, and Jacob Edson 4th. But he's back to Everett Lane now.
And I like what Michael Pegg's doing, Rooney. He did it through 1 and 2. He's took that high lane out by the wall. And the reason you want to do that is because it may be the long way around, but it's also the steepest bank. So you're not using as much tire to keep the car going as fast. You're not scrubbing them, and he's going to be able to conserve. As you see these other guys, they're going low, but they're still not catching him. That's because he's able to maintain his speed throughout the entire curve of the corner on that high side there.
Yep, 3 and 4 is a little different.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is really bumpy out by the wall there. So you really want to be, if you're going to be high, you want to be, about half a lane off the wall. But even then, Usually a groove or two off the bottom is where you want to be through 3 and 4. Right out near the wall is perfect for 1 and 2.
Well, Jeff Gilmore's in a comfortable 3rd spot right now. He's riding. Guys are just trying to get some of the laps chewed down here. They got one more pit stop to go through, and that should be happening. It could be happening, like you said, in the next 10 laps.
Yeah, we're now within the window of guys being able to make it. So now it's just a matter of who pits first and when.
Yep.
And if it's me, I'm probably waiting till about 30 to go, and I'm coming down to take my last set of tires and just run them a 30-lap stem.
Yep. Well, John Henderson up to 9th after starting 18th. And Gary Whitmer Sr. 10th now after starting 17th. So both of them having a great night here. Dirty Don Davis picking up 3 positions. He is in 11th. Schooneman, now he's been involved in a couple of wrecks out here. I think he's used up all of his resets, and I think he got damage again. And I think that he may be kind of taking it easy right now. He's kind of in that position like Gary was earlier. You're going to have to tiptoe around here them final lap.
Yeah.
Nice looking car, though.
Yeah.
Like the car. John Held, last one on the lead lap, way back in 13th. But, man, he is 14 seconds off of the leader.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily a bad place to be.
No.
You know, he's one of those guys who is out of resets as well. So with no one else around you, less chance of damaging unless you make a mistake yourself. And I would say if I'm in his position, I'm going to be one of the ones that pits early, probably in the next 10 to 15 laps to make it to the end here and make that time up on fresh tires while these guys are running the old tires.
Right.
Because being that far back could come down pit road, take tires, and maybe nobody notices.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Paul Witt, Jeff Gilmore, Jacob Edson, them 3 are looking for a different line around here. Right now, they're just kind of hanging on to Michael Pegg's bumper. I think they got the 4 of them cars roped together or something.
Yeah, and if you look in the back with Frank Ramuglia here, they're kind of running in formation, kind of a diamond formation here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got around Everett. And them guys are 5.5 seconds behind the leader right now.
And look at this, Rudy. Paul Witt tried to go low on Michael Pegg, and it's cost him. Now he's lost second. Jeff Gilmore gets by him, and Jacob Edson tries to follow through.
Yeah, I just don't think right now on older tires, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that low line is not your friend here tonight.
No.
And I think he was listening, Rudy. John Held, pit road.
Well, you know, some of these guys do. They listen to us, and it kind of gives them a little bit of insight of what's going on out there. Could be a winning call for John Held.
Could be. So I may have just given the strategy away.
Well, there's no rule says they can't listen to the broadcast, right?
That's true.
Oh, Gilmore. Whoa, good save. Wow, is he ever loose going into 3? Ouch. I know these guys want new tires and badly right now.
And right now, John Held has the freshest set.
Yep.
And
he
we'll
is
check
back
this.
off the pit road, one lap down.
Yeah, and as long as he can maintain where he's at, he's going to make up those 14 seconds he was behind if these guys run their tanks dry.
And, you know, he's sitting in a really good place right now because they got, 36 to go? I mean, golly, man, that's a set of tires right there, and that's just exactly where he needs to be, you know? I mean, perfect place.
Yes, sir. Michael Pegg ran a 31.429. John Held ran a 30.458. So a full second faster than the leader.
Yep. And that's going to make a difference. But right now, Michael's in clean air. He's feeling good right now. Oh, he's coming in. He is coming in. Oh, good call, Michael. Yes, that's the way to do it right there. Be the leader.
Now he's forced everyone's hand.
Yep. Well, John Held actually was the leader on that one. But
yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Gilmore takes the lead and leads his first lap of the race.
Everett Lane comes down pit road with Michael Pegg. Hit their marks. 4 tires for Pegg. And he is down and away.
Paul Witt now looking to the inside of Jeff Gilmore. He has tried that bottom many times, and it will not work. Paul, hang on to it, buddy, till you go down pit road, get them fresh tires. Coming up on 30 to go here in another minute. Or a couple minutes. He needs them fresh tires. Go get a fresh set of, I don't know, what are they running? Goodyears? Yeah, they're still running Goodyears, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when they used to run, what were them other ones? Hoosiers?
Hoosiers, yep.
Yeah.
That was back in, that was a long time ago, Rudy.
Yeah, that was a good tire.
Yeah.
They still run them in one of the car series. I don't know which one, but and Paul Witt's coming in. He's had enough of slipping and sliding.
Frank Ramuglia just is coming off a pit road, rejoining the track after making his final stop. Dave Acacia coming down as well. And I think Acacia just got a penalty. He hit the cone coming in, Rudy.
Oh, that's not good. That's never good.
No, that is a unsafe pit entry for Dave Acacia. So he will be sitting there a while.
Yep. Gone. Well, I don't know if Jeff's going to come in or not. He just keeps staying out there.
Yeah, he's not doing himself any favors right now. Michael Pegg, that time ran a 30.2, and Gilmore ran a 31.7. He's almost 2 seconds faster than the leader.
Yep. And I don't know, is Jeff coming in? He is coming in. Yep. Well, that's good because that just gave the lead to Jacob Edson. He will lead his first lap of the race. And he needs to come in next. We still got Tristan Underwood, Gary Whitmer, and John Schooneman. Those 3 need to come in as well. Oh, as I said that, Gary Whitmer come in. Very good.
Keep in mind, Rudy, before they came to pit road, Paul Witt was only a 1/10 of a second behind Michael Pegg.
Yeah.
By staying out those extra laps, he's now 6 seconds back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, here comes Jacob Edson, and he led a lap, and that's going to give the lead to Tristan Underwood, and he will lead his first lap of the race. Very good. Him and John Schooneman are the last of well, and I take that back. Schooneman's in. Doggone. But Tristan Underwood's the last of everybody that needs to pit. And Tristan's keep staying out. I guess he wanted to make sure he got a lap led. Michael Pegg now 22 seconds behind him. Will take over the lead here once Tristan does come to pit road.
Yeah, and I think Tristan right now is hoping for a caution.
Yep.
He's on lap 39 of this run. He can't make it to the end, but if he can run, 5-10 more laps and get a caution, everybody would follow him down pit road. So, as we're coming to the last quarter of this race, a caution would really be the only thing that saves him.
Yeah, look at the people who would catch a lap down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we only have 3 cars on the lead lap. They are Tristan Underwood, Michael Pegg, Paul Witt, Jacob Edson just goes around to get himself unlapped. So,
oh my God, a bunch of them.
These guys are unlapping themselves here, and I don't know, maybe Tristan's going to try to join into this group and save some fuel. We'll see when he comes down.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to save enough.
No.
Coming to 25 to go this time by.
And Michael Pegg's already cut that lead down 5 seconds, now 19 seconds behind the leader and closing. Tight battle for 7th or 4th through 7th, and then it's quite a gap from Jacob Edson in 4th to Paul Witt in 3rd. It's a 4.5 second gap there, and then Paul is 5.5 seconds still behind Michael Pegg, who's closed that gap on the leader down to 17.5 seconds. Just ahead of him are the lap cars of Chris Hogue and John Schuneman.
Gilmore just got around Jacob Edson. Oh, Gilmore goes into 4th. And here comes Everett Lane trying to make up some ground, and he is going to make a pass on Jacob Edson too. So now Jacob, wow, I would have thought Jacob would have had a better, man, he's got way fresher tires, and man, is that car out of shape. Wow. That car's definitely not handling in dirty air, I can tell you that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Tristan still staying out. Michael Pegg now closing in 14 seconds behind him.
I tell you what, Tristan's made his bed. He is not coming to pit road until he absolutely has to.
Yeah.
He's going to stay out there until either he gets passed or runs out of fuel, whichever comes first.
Well, I would say probably the latter, running out of fuel, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good call or not, but.
Well, I mean, it's a gamble either way. He was running, about 10 seconds off the lead before the final round of pit stops. It's not a bad call. It's a gamble to stay out. It's a gamble that, he won't really lose that many spots if it doesn't pan out than what he would have gained had he just come to pit road with everybody else. So,
well, Dirty Don's the next one to get his lap back, and he's coming up on Tristan now. And not far behind him is John Held. So there's going to be 2 more guys back on the lead lap. Good run for Dirty Don tonight, man. This is great. Great. Yeah, John Held's right behind him. And not far behind him is John Henderson. So there's going to be a lot of guys getting back on the lead lap. Just from Tristan staying out there. Here we are, 20 to go. Going to be 19 to go this time by, Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got it right. He made his bed. He's got to lay in it now.
Yeah, and the only thing that will save him now is a caution.
Yep.
And these guys have been out there more than 10 laps. So if any of them have sets of tires left, they'll be on pit road if a caution comes out, and that would keep him in the lead. So that's what he's banking on right now. But with the way this field's spread out, I just don't know that he's going to get it.
Right. And Michael Pegg's closing in about almost, a little over a second a lap. He's closing. So
and now down to 11 seconds behind.
Yeah. So with that, he's got plenty of time to get there to pass Tristan for the lead. But I have a sneaking suspicion Tristan's going to be running out of gas here, probably sometime within the next 10 laps. It'd be my uneducated guess, I'm going to say.
Well, he's been out here when he comes to the line, it'll be 50 laps. We estimated the fuel window to be about 45 to 55, so
yeah,
he's going to be pushing it here for sure, and you can see his pace has backed off. He may be trying to save, but I don't think he's going to be able to save enough to get to the end.
No, and more guys are unlapping themselves as we speak. Right there, Gary Whitmer Sr. gets his lap back. Gary, another one having a good run here tonight. Yeah, because right now, if Tristan pits, boy, that's going to hurt him bad. He's going to be a lap down coming off of pit road, and he'll be back 12th, 13th, 14th place, So he's committed. And Peg now 8.7 seconds behind him.
And it's kind of interesting, Rudy. I just realized Tristan's only been on pit road once.
Yeah, but how many laps ago was it? And was it at the halfway mark or before the halfway mark?
It was before the halfway mark. It was on, I believe it was lap 35.
So that was probably like the third caution.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the fuel mileage is on these cars anymore.
I think would be hard-pressed to get 60 laps out of this.
Yeah, they kept messing with the fuel mileage on them and playing with the draft and everything, and it changed everything so much. Gearing, there were just so many things changed on them. You can't keep up with the fact of how many miles or how many laps are going to get on a tank of fuel anymore.
Yeah.
I can't.
And well, one thing's for certain, Rudy. Tristan, he's going to take the guesswork out of it for us. We'll know exactly how many laps he can run when he comes to pit road.
Well, the tires are starting to equal out now because Michael Pegg is only about a half a second faster a lap than Tristan. So the tires are starting to equalize.
They are. Tristan ran a 31.9 that time by. Pegg ran a 31.4. So if I tell you what, if he can make it on fuel, and I don't think he can, but if he can make it on fuel, he's got the move of the race right there.
Yeah, I don't think he can either, because that's going to put him around 60 laps on a tank of fuel. I really don't think that's possible, but
yeah, if he could, he would have to go. It would be 68 laps that he would have run if he can make it to the end.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Boy, he's down to within 12 to go right now. I don't know, man. NASCAR might need to pull that car in and check the roll cage for fuel.
Right?
Yeah, or oversized gas tank in that thing or something. I don't know. Of course, we've been wrong on that before when we thought, that they couldn't make it, and the guy finished and he still had a gallon of gas left, or he finished and ran out of gas coming out of turn 4 or something, We've been wrong on that before. So.
Yeah. I don't think we are tonight, though.
No, I don't see it. And Peg's back here wondering what the heck's going on. And the thing of it is Tristan has slowed down so much right now.
Yeah, and I think that's by design, Rudy. I think he's actually trying to make it to the end on fuel.
Yeah. I mean, he's running over 32 second laps, and Michael's still running a 31.4. So I don't know. We'll see. He's within 5 seconds of him. So if he's only gaining a half a second a lap, I'll tell you what, that's going to put him right on the edge of getting there just about the time to make the last lap.
Yeah, as we are 10 to go this time.
Yeah.
Make that 9 to
my
go.
gosh. Who would have thought we'd see a fuel mileage race here at Chicagoland, huh?
Well, it has happened before. I'm not 100% surprised by it, but the fact that somebody would try a one pit stop race, and pitting before the halfway point, that's a gutsy call if he can make it. I tell you what, color me impressed. It's going to be close.
Peg now 4.2 seconds back. Paul Witt out of sight here. He is way back in third, but he did shake Jeff Gilmore, so that's good. You know, and Jacob Edson. These guys are back quite a little ways. They're about 3.1 seconds from Paul Witt. Peg down to 3.2 seconds. He's dealing with some lap traffic. He is?
He's coming in.
There he is.
60 laps was all he could make it, Rudy.
Man, I am telling you.
But my hat's off to him, man. He definitely gave it a try.
You bet.
And that will hand the lead back over to Michael Pegg, who enjoys a comfortable 5.2 second lead over Paul Witt.
Yeah, and he will get out of here with the most laps led tonight. Man, and if he can get the win here, he's coming to 6 to go this time by. So it'll be interesting to see the top 3 here. If Paul Witt can hang in there. He doesn't have anybody around him. He's in clean air. You can't complain now, Paul, because you're in dirty air, buddy. You're in clean air now. So good deal. And Jeff Gilmore hasn't been able to shake Jacob Edson. I wonder if Jacob's got anything for Jeff. I don't think he does. Jacob was he was struggling before.
Here's an interesting fact for you, Rudy. Paul Witt, who was our pole sitter, has not led a lap in this race.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it just kind of goes to show you, it doesn't mean you need to lead laps to be at the top of the leaderboard in the points, but I have a feeling he's going to lose the top position to Michael Pegg, because he is going to clean up on points tonight. 4 to go this time by. I mean, sure, Paul got the pole, but never did lead a lap. Michael's led the most, and if he can finish 4 more laps, he will win the race. That'll be 55 laps he's led, and he's going to finish with a 5-second lead over Paul Witt. So I think the points are going to get shook up. Gary Slapinski's going to drop now because he's going to finish 17th place tonight, Dwayne. Ouch.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him in the points for sure.
Yep. 3 to go for Michael Pegg. The 777 regulator. State Line Racing. Hey, hit that subscribe button there, buddy, and give us a thumbs up on the video. We'd appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Shane, I think you're already a subscriber. I don't know that for a fact, but Singula, hit that subscribe button. Anybody else in there? We'd appreciate it. 2 to go. Coming to get the white flag this time by, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. Had a rocky start to the race in the beginning, but after the 3rd caution, we've been green the whole way, and that's not looking to change here. Pegg coming out of 4. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's overtime.
John Henderson going around. What happened to him?
Let's go back and take a look.
Well, there's green, white, checkered overtime for us.
Oh, he and Dave Acacia get together.
Oh yeah, Acacia got down on that white line and touched it.
Yeah, the wreck didn't happen until the tri-oval, though, as they got past the start-finish line. Acacia comes down into him, And it was kind of on from there.
Wow, man. Well, hopefully everybody's okay. But boy, I'll tell you what, Michael did not want to see that.
No, sir. He was 500 feet from victory, Rudy. Had he gotten to the white flag, we would have finished under green, and he's coming into pits to take tires.
Yeah.
And everybody's following him.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if everybody would. I mean, you know, I know you're only going to have to run 2 laps out here, but golly, man.
And if I'm Tristan Underwood, Rudy, I'm staying out. And it looks like he's going to. He's going to get his lap back.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's only got 6 laps on them tires.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a word in with Jeff Gilmore. Jeff, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got ya.
Well, is there anything you can do with these guys up front? You saving anything?
Oh, well, there's a little secret up there in 1 and 2. But that's late in the run. I found that speed. It looks like we got a guy on 2 tires up here, so things could get interesting. We'll see what we can do. I can maintain with them, but it's hard to get around these boys. They're quick.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe we went that long of a green flag run after having 3 quick cautions at the beginning of the race, which took out some freaking fantastic racers. You know, Jared Daniels, Conehead, Ray Zerka, those guys out. Man, oh man. So, but all the better because it's got you up here bidding for a podium finish.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get here. We'll see what we can do.
All right, buddy. I'll let you go. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Well, Michael Pegg. Yeah, Everett Lane, he only took 2 tires there, Dwayne.
Yeah, and that's got him to second, starting on the outside line, which is exactly where you need to be. Kind of funny, Rudy. Just as I was calling no more yellows tonight, one comes out. That's par for the course, isn't it?
That is weird.
So erase a 5-second easy victory for Michael Pegg. Now he's going to have to earn it.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, he was that close to just clear sailing. Nobody was even challenging him. Nobody was even close enough to challenge him. Well, we'll see. See how this goes.
We might end under caution. Remember, if they don't get back to the white flag, it will end under caution. So, and these guys have new tires. They're back in a pack. It's gonna be loose.
Yep.
And nobody is gonna be lifting now.
Nope. I have a sneaking suspicion Everett Lane just made a big mistake right there. Change it. He may have only had 2 tires left, though. You know. That's probably what it was. But more likely he did it for track position.
I think he's going to be all right as long as it's right side tires that he changed, because the left side tires really don't wear that bad. You can get a 20 lap run on the left side tires and still be okay. I think he's going to have something for these guys.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yes, sir. As Chris Hogue takes his car behind the wall.
Yeah, well, he tried, man. He hung in there. Wasn't going to gain him anything by staying out there anymore. So,
well, we'll reset it here for you as we get ready to start overtime. Michael Pegg, currently your race leader. Everett Lane will restart to his outside in second. Paul Witt in third. Jeff Gilmore will be restarting in the outside in fourth. Frank Ramuglia fifth. Jacob Edson sixth. 30 Don Davis in seventh. Gary Whitmer eighth. John Schoeneman ninth. John Henderson is on pit road. John Held in 10th. Tristan Underwood in 11th. And Dave Acacia. All these cars are on the lead lap as the pace cars off for the final time. Green flag is out. Overtime. Here we come.
Did I see a little bit of wheel spin on Everett?
You certainly did.
Yeah, I thought I did, but boy, he held on to it. He held on to it. Good job.
Enough for Pegg to clear him. Peg's going to slide it up the track. He's protecting that low line right now because Paul Witt's there. And here they come. They've got to make it through this corner.
Rank G in there for fourth. Side by side, boy, Paul Witt again loose.
4
Everett
wide
Lane
for
loose.
second.
Oh my gosh, white flag in the air.
And
they get together. They get together. Oh, Jared or Jeff Gilmore just got bumped out of the way. And there goes Dirty Don Davis as well. Holy smokes, man. But Michael Pegg going to come home with the win.
Yes, he is, unless he gets loose or something freaky happens. Off of 4 for the final time. Michael Pegg takes the win at Chicagoland.
Wow, what a finish. That was an exciting finish. Paul Witt finishes second, Jacob Edson third. So, well, we'll get these guys up here in just a minute, so hang on, folks. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Michael Pegg, as he burns down the tires here in Chicagoland. You said this was going to be your race tonight, boy, and I'll tell you what, the way it was playing out, you had a 5-second lead over second place, and then that last caution come out, Michael, and just blew that right out of the water.
Yeah, I was crying at that point, yelling, screaming.
I'll bet you were. I'll bet you were, buddy, man. Well, it was a great race. It turned out to be a great race. You're going to clean up on the points. I'm just going to take an uneducated guess here and say you're probably going to take over the point lead. It's a shame what happened to Gary, Dave Acacia, these guys, man, and Jeff Gilmore get caught up there at the end. But it's going to change up the points big time.
Yeah, just some of these guys just got to show patience, man. It's a 100-lap race. I really want these guys to be there at the end. But yeah, it's a tough track. It was loose tonight. It was tough. It was trying to get around somebody. You know, you really had to be careful in the corners.
Yep. We've seen you lose several times.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you were chasing it, you know. I mean, you were being pushed from behind, and you really couldn't afford to back out of it. But, you know, you were chasing it, man. We were watching you. The back end of that car was like slipping and sliding everywhere.
Yeah, as long as you got good traction on the front, you're okay on the back, as long as you throttle it through.
Right. Oh, man, great race out here tonight. Congratulations on your win, buddy. I mean, well-deserved. You know, I don't know if it would have been any different if we would have had, like, Jared and Conehead out there. It might have been a little different. I don't know. You know, Jeff Gilmore was giving you a tough time. He never left your bumper there for the longest time. And then along comes Paul Witt.
It's hard. It's hard to get around somebody that late in the run. Your tires are pretty much baked. If you don't do it the first 5 laps, 10 laps, you probably just need to hold your position until pit time.
Right. Well, before you go celebrate this, Michael, who you got to thank for it?
Well, tonight we got to thank all the Lucky Dog guys for coming out and racing with us. I want to thank all the regulators. Thank God himself. Thank MaxspeedTV. I want to thank Tracy, Molly, and Cash.
All right, very good, Michael. Well, congratulations again. We will see you next week, but more importantly, we'll see you Friday night.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Dwayne, you got second?
Yes, sir. Paul Witt, man, started on the pole, got in a little trouble early, but you were able to fight your way back to second. Talk about your racing out there a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I hated on you know, when we took green and I got loose there. It was, I don't know what happened, if it was just me or if the I think it was the 93 was to my outside. I don't know if that's what got me loose or not, but I tried to hang on to it and I just couldn't do it. But after that, you know, I was running where they weren't. I was running practice the high line, and that's where I was at, was the high line, and it felt good up there.
Yeah, you could definitely save a lot of tire up there in that high line and make your way to the front, and you definitely did. Well, not probably where you wanted to finish, but still a good momentum as we go into next week. What are your thoughts?
Well, I just gotta keep digging and keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, I was a little bit aggressive in the beginning. Um, I need to pull the reins back a little bit, but this track is so stinking hard. Like Michael said, you don't get that pass done within the first 5 laps. You're just not going to pass.
Right. All right. Well, Paul, we will let you get out of here. Before we do, who do you got to thank for second place?
Oh, I gotta thank God and my wife for letting me come down here and leaving me alone and doing this, and all my family and that's watching, and of course the Lucky Dog and you guys that broadcast. You guys do a pretty good job.
Just pretty good. Okay. All
Well,
right.
you guys do. You guys do
All right.
good. Come on, I don't want to give
Okay.
you that fat of a head.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, Paul. Well, again, congratulations on second, and good luck next week.
All right, thanks.
Good
Rudy?
job, Paul. Well, we can't get a word in with Jacob Edson, but I do want to congratulate him for finishing in third. But we did catch up with Gas Man Frank G coming home fourth tonight. Holy smokes. Tell us about it there, Frank.
Yeah, it was a crazy finish to say the least. I had Jacob there, but I couldn't get a run off of 4 like I wanted, and he got me there, but it was close. Car was a little loose at times, but it was a good race. Had fun, and just thankful it turned out the way it did. I took an EOL, started last because I haven't been around a little. I wanted to stay out of the way, but
Right.
we'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, heck yeah, man. Well, congratulations for the great run here tonight. Well, I can't remember. I don't know where you guys go to next week, but are you going to be there Friday night for the truck race?
God willing, I'll be there, but you never know.
Well,
I plan on it, but
yeah, I'm hearing the setup's not that good, and you guys may wind up going to the fixed setup.
well, that's a
Or
matter of
something, I don't
opinion.
know.
It's a matter
Okay.
of opinion on the setup. I thought it was great, but some people
Okay.
didn't care for it. So
Okay.
whatever they do, that's what's in the box. That's what we'll run.
All right, buddy. All right. Well, who you got to thank for your fourth place then tonight? Not bad after starting 12th. And, well, and starting on pit road or starting in the back of the field.
Yeah, 10-4. Obviously, thank you guys. You and Dwayne do a great job. Appreciate you, and the regulators, all the lucky dogs, just everybody involved. We got a good group, and for the most part, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad to be part of it.
Yes, sir. All right, buddy. We'll see you next week then. Congrats on fourth.
All right, thank you, man.
Well, Michael did lead 59 laps here tonight with that. He actually got that lucky dog, or the lucky dog. Yeah, he got the lucky dog. Yeah, he got the extra laps there with the green, white, checkered. So great job. All right, well, let's run down through the final results here, Dwayne. Michael Pegg coming on with the win. Paul Witt second. Jacob Edson third. Gasman will finish in fourth. Gary Whitmer Sr., good finish for Gary. And Becky wasn't here to see it. What? Wait a minute. Yeah, Tristan. Yeah. You had some good run tonight, Tristan. Good deal. Gary finishes in fifth place. Everett Lane sixth. John Schooneman seventh. John Held eighth. Tristan Underwood ninth. And Dave Acacia 10th. Dwayne?
Dirty Don Davis will bring it home 11th, the last car on the lead lap. Jeff Gilmore in 12th, 1 lap down. John Henderson in 13th. Chris Hogue 14th. Ray Zerkut 15th. Jared Daniels in 16th. And Conehead out early. Gary Slapinski in 17th position.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him in the points a lot. I was just looking at it. They did update the points. Gary dropped 3 positions now, back to fifth, but he's only 24 points back. That's easily made up in a couple of races. So.
And how about the battle for the lead, Rudy? 4 points separating the top two.
Yeah, Michael Pegg takes over the point lead. Paul Witt second. Jacob Edson picked up 4 positions and moved into third place in the points. That is awesome. Congratulations to Jacob. Good run. All right, well, thank you for helping out tonight, Dwayne. As usual, folks, we'll be back Friday night. for the truck series are going to be at Indianapolis, so make sure you tune in for that. And until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.